I can't call it. Coin flip. Coin flip on that one.
Those are fun.
Two really good coaches going head-to-head right there. Two really good teams.
I think I got to go with Iowa United, man. I think it's going to come down to guard play, and
I think that's where Huntington has their advantage.
I don't think so. I don't think so. They should.
They're
young.
guard.
They're young.
They're very young.
Very young.
And this is as we saw with DNA prep. This time of year is brutal on underclassmen, especially if they've got to be decision makers and ball handlers. It's unforgiving. And I think their point guard still has a lot of growing to do. Obviously, he's a freshman, he does, but.
I love the activity and the verbiage here for DME. Music to my ears, just listen. And they come up with the loose ball. Back the other way.
Oh, nice cut.
Yep.
There you go.
2-point game.
I love this one. You were just talking about the communication. I love when I hear guys say, one stop. One stop. Just take it one at a time.
Franco, let it go. On the back of the rim there. I see Frank release that thing in front of him. It's kind of like behind his head, maybe some mechanic stuff there on that jump shot.
Great, Bob. 7 on the shot clock.
Box up!
Again, the activity has picked up defensively here for DME. And it's leading to some extra opportunities here on the offensive end.
I love the low pickup right there from Trey Simpson. Gets all the way to the rim, protects the basketball with the low pickup.
First team foul.
This dude's wearing long sleeves and he's left-handed. There ain't no way you can be missing free throws now.
I forgot y'all lefties stick together, man. Broadcaster's cheeks right there all the way.
I didn't say he's going to make it. Nice take.
Frank Bellini Jr.
24-20.
No way.
Brought it down, though.
And that's a perfect example right there with Abdallah. He's showing the ref, I've got my hands up. You cannot call this foul. Great wall up. Oh, gosh. And the complete opposite end of the spectrum right there.
Yep. So +1 opportunity coming up here for Sanders. Got a couple subs checking into the game here for DME.
First team foul.
Trey Simpson, he'll get a breather.
Now let's see if things change up here. I feel like that NATO was that guy that was a willing driver to get in those paint touches. Let's see if they start settling for threes again without him on the floor.
Now listen, they can't be turning the ball over.
Nope.
Especially on this side, because I'm trying to protect my Starbucks. So
Yeah.
that's first and foremost. Chris looking to go to work. Big time block there. Good wall up. Good defense. Sanders having a hard time guarding him right now.
Fouls on number 13, Jacob Lanier, his second.
Keep running up hip to hip with him. Think you got to turn him into a shooter.
That's I swear it's exactly what I was going to say, Coach. Is don't run him off the three-point line. He wants to drive the basketball. Give him a little space. Make him make one before you start running him off the three-point line and crowding him. Now he's going to make me eat my words. There you go.
Do that.
He said, all right, you want that? I got that smoke for
But
you,
there
too.
you go. He makes one, so now, play him honest.
He hasn't hit a ton of those, one. And two, you weren't in jeopardy of picking up a foul on him shooting that three.
Right.
He is that dude for this team, and he's playing like it.
Fouls on number 11, Frank
Senior,
Levy Jr.
been there, done that here on the grind for multiple years. This is his third season. He knows what this is all about.
The one thing that his college coach won't have to coach is toughness with him.
Another turnover here. DME. Ooh. Guys getting taken up there. Going to lead to an easy two for DME. They'll take it. Frank knocking down a mid-range shot.
Frank Levy Jr.
Kurt being patient. Tough step back there.
You turned into space.
Mm-hmm. Down.
And the step back that you took was only going to be worth 2 points had you made it. Instead of stepping back, take the rhythm, take the space, get vertical, and shoot a shot that's a foot and a half closer for two as opposed to a foot and a half further away with your momentum going to your heels on a step back.
Yeah, I was going to say with your heels on the three-point line, that's Rick Pitino would take you out of the game for that shot.
As he should. I think that goes to it's a point of court awareness too, which again it goes back to winning basketball. Guys standing on the sideline, taking shots with the foot, with the toe on the three-point line. Those are all the things. You're not trying to win basketball games if you're making those mistakes.
Good defense there by DME. So into the front court. Tough pass.
Lanier saw no backside help, but just a little too much on the pass there.
That's a difficult pass to make.
Right.
Virtually no margin of error, and you better be passing the ball to a guy with great hands.
Go back to it, Joe.
Ooh.
I knew he was going in. After my statement, I knew it's two in a
now
row
all of a sudden
now.
you left, it's going to stick together now?
Yeah.
11-point game. Largest lead thus far for Colorado. They'll look to add to it here on this possession. Josiah Sanders.
Great. Cut was there. Maybe a bounce would have completed that.
They got to get a stop here, fellas. Come on. Get blue here. Up you.
35-24.
get out of there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice shot, though.
Harry Rohiga.
In a difficult spot. Gets the rope.
Come on, move it. Frank slow.
Telling Frank to slow down.
I got a little bit excited on that last defensive possession. I thought Colorado was going to split the top leg of the post player, lock him up. That's one of the things I'll teach my younger guys. When you're defending a guy, if you're going to help, and the post guy catches it and he faces up, if they'll just straddle his top leg, his non-pivot foot, the guys, they don't know how to react to that. Literally, their pivot foot is the only foot that feels like the right one to move.
Right.
But if they move it, it's a travel. And so when you step over their top foot, they literally can't do anything.
Basket by Joe
Sanders with another bucket. 21 first half points percent. 21 out of 37 points here for Sanders.
Is his third. 3 team fouls. Sanders to the line for 1.
24 seconds to go. 11-point lead, make it 12 now for Colorado Prep. DME more than likely will look to take the last shot of the half.
Late second contested 3.
Kirk, coach calls it. The 3 is no good. Colorado Prep with the rebound. That'll be the half.
And that'll do it for the first
Try to give you
half.
some quick stats here before AJ has the coach's interview.
24 seconds left.
10 of 36 for Colorado Prep, or excuse me, for DME. 10 of 36 and 15 of 33 from the field for Colorado Prep. Once again, led by Josiah Sanders with 22 in this first half.
First half.
We'll kick it to AJ.
All right, I'm here with Coach Mike, and 12-point game here at the half. What's your thoughts here on your team's performance going into halftime here, and what you guys need to do to sustain this moving forward?
Yeah, that was a great first half. I mean, Josiah Sanders averaging 27 points a game. Pretty much took control of that game. Unfortunately, he wasn't on that all-grind team.
He got 21 in this first half, just to add to your point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of dumbfounded by that, but we're okay. I'm excited to see what we do in the second half. You know, it's a tale of two halves, and, you know, you can be Jekyll and Hyde sometimes, so hopefully we don't play. We're not Jekyll this time.
How much did he average this year?
27.2.
27.2. Y'all heard that, right? The committee heard that?
Committee, did you hear that?
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. All right, we'll hear from DME when we come back. This is the grind session.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass it.
Mel Brown Jr. is officially a Louisville Cardinal. Pat Kelsey gets the signature commitment, one of the highest rated commitments in program history, I think. He's a phenomenal talent. And from the high school scouts that I've talked to, I mean, completely raving about this kid. The ability to just control the whole offense in the half court, be the lead ball handler. There's not much he can't do with the basketball.
Mel Brown, absolute certified bucket. Yeah, he dropped 50 this weekend here in Miami, and he says he's not done yet. He's just getting started. Ranked 7th overall, and he's got the gym full of Division I coaches to watch him, and it didn't take us long to see why. He's got the crossover. He's got the range. He's at the basket. And yeah, man, he's that dude. Mel Brown, one to watch out for here on the grind session.
My name is Mel Brown. I'm from Orlando, Florida, and I go to DME Academy. What made me love basketball was seeing my dad play at a young age. Coming out of the womb, my dad was in college, my mom was still in college, so he always used to bring me to practices, used to give me a ball, put a ball in my hand on the sideline, and just hold it the whole time, maybe dribble it when I was little. Put me in a lot of like basketball camps just to have fun, but over time I grew to have fun, and I really wanted to take it serious. Me and my dad really started working hard and getting to it. Some things that inspired me, I would say, would be just my family and what we've been through, and all the sacrifices that my mom and dad had to make for me and my siblings to live a solid life, and we just want to get back to them, and that's what keeps me going during a bad game and gives me motivation. When I hear the word grind session, I think of every single game is going to be a really great game. It ain't going to be no BS game. Everybody has good players on their team. They play together, they play hard. There's no game that's going to be a slouch. You better come into every single game prepared, or you could lose that night. So I'll just say, just all around, you got to compete every single game.
Michael is having an amazing start to the season, but it doesn't surprise any of us here at DME because he has professional habits. From the way he eats, to the way he sleeps, to the way he trains, to the way he handles his business in the classroom. Michael is special because he's so hard to guard one-on-one, and he's so able to score, but also create for others. So you really got to kind of pick your poison when you're guarding.
This game is 85% mental, 15% physical, so it's just all in the mind and staying sharp and staying focused within the game, and every possession counts. So that's the biggest thing for me. I really don't look at the points side of things. I just want to win. This is the grind session.
Brand new whip, just hopping. I got options. I can pass that like Stockton.
Us being inside of the play-in is kind of a new experience. But one thing about West Oaks Academy, we look forward to any fight. And that the play-in has definitely been a fight because there's a lot of talent.
We came in as the underdogs, they put us in the play-in, but I feel like they tried us on this. Every year, we always get in the ground session. So when they put our name in the play-in, I knew we had to kill. Every game, you always go get a beast out of me. I'm always going to play hard, I'm always going to run the floor, I'm always going to get loose balls, I'm always going to rebound.
Playing this play-in tournament means a lot. It's all on the line to get in that top tier of the grind session. And it changed the trajectory of our program.
Playing in this grind session plan, great opportunity for our guys to get in this league. We battled for the last couple weeks, now it's time to play someone else, and it's been a great experience so far. You know, it's a great moment. I tell them life comes down to a few great moments, you know, and all you need is an opportunity. That's what I tell them. As long as you got an opportunity, anything can be accomplished. So the grind session gives us a great opportunity. The one thing about playing on the grind session, it prepares you for the next level. We've got a lot of talented players, but when you come to the grind session, not only are you playing against really top talent, but I'm talking about the type of talent that you'll see in the NBA. In addition to that, the rules are conducive to our players getting into college. With a 30-second shot clock, now they've moved it to the 24-second shot clock. You know, just the different rules. The refs let you play with a lot more physicality. So all of the top players I've had, they've all told me that playing in the grind session has definitely gotten them prepared for college.
So I just got to tell folks, ready or not, the grind session is here. This is year 11. We're getting ready for all the top teams when we kick off next month and start moving all across the country. Let me change that. All across the world. We're going to be in Hawaii, Jamaica. The list goes on and on. Welcome to the grind session. We're ready to go.
This is the grind session.
Welcome to the grind session, all right? We named it that for a reason. Every day is a grind. Every minute is a grind. Every play is a grind. Stay tuned for more this season.
The grind session here right there in the sports, and we're set here ready to roll here for our
Halftime numbers to share. Leading scorer for DME Florida, Nathan Kirk with 8 points. Jacob Lanier has 6 points. For Colorado Prep, Frank Bellini with 6. Abdallah Jah with 5. Josiah Sanders with 22.
Hey,
Lob, set play. We've seen that out of DME over the years. That's a traditional opening quarter set for them. They run the horns, lob it over the top.
It was there.
Yep.
Give you quick stats here off that turnover there. I'll wait. There you go. First half, DME 10 of 36 from the field, really struggling from the field. 4 of 18 from 3. Led by Kirk with 8 points. He's just 3 of 10 from the field. So field goal percentage very, very rough there for DME. Colorado Prep 15 of 33, 4 of 16 from 3. Of course, led by Josiah Sanders with 22 points on 8 of 12 shooting.
Frank, you're at half court.
So first free throw is good. Second on the way, 2 of 2.
Full court pressure for DME. So they can get Colorado a little out of sync.
And kind of as a block there to Kirk. Had to be. If there wasn't a whistle blown. Not saying it actually was, but.
I'll get credited, right?
Right.
Oh, wow.
They're really missing Mikal.
They are.
First minute off the clock here in this quarter. I like the no call there. Good wall up.
Great decision.
Yep.
Great look, though.
That's how you increase your opportunities.
Another great decision.
Great drive. Play right now. Yeah. Start this half.
That's a block.
Oh, wow.
It's interesting to watch these guys attack the basket and have their shoulders to be outside the paint and have their shoulders parallel to the baseline, yet expect to be able to finish a play.
Right.
Like the basket's over here, you're fully facing this direction, trying to finish back. That doesn't, like, just forget basketball, physics.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense to do that. But so many players, even guys that are supposed to be good players, do that. They'll drive from the right side. They don't concentrate and prioritize turning their shoulders and getting past the defender, but they'll be completely parallel to the baseline and try to address the basket, and you're not going to make those shots. And when I think, in my opinion, when you give those up, that's comparable to a turnover. The ball has no chance of going in. Yes, it's a attempt, for lack of better words, but when you look at it over the course of the game and over the course of the season, those plays get you beat.
Sanders wants an explanation on that last call there.
Absolutely. So it's going to be DME basketball. Baseline out here. Budulaska set the inbounder here. 7:09 to go here in this third quarter. Kurt. Sanders sitting down defensively. Trey set that screen. Good blitz there on the ball.
That was great blitz.
Oh, man. Great decision game. Kirk, since the first half, has really improved his decision-making. Really good start to the second half with a couple assists and nice lay-in there.
I'm being picky, but why isn't there the option of Kirk to work lower and go to Trey instead of Trey coming to him? Because you're tiptoeing that timeline there, and I feel like it makes that space so much tighter. Because you don't have the retreat space, the reject space, the turn, and because you've gotten so tight to that timeline. Just a small little adjustment that can maybe make a play like that even easier.
Where's our ball pressure? Get up, baby. Get up, Bob. Gotta go.
That's Trey.
Yeah. Great defense.
Way to get it up, young fella.
Yeah, that was Romero there with a great defense. Big size disadvantage for him and was able to block that shot.
Loose ball back to DME. 2-on-2.
Lanier's got to be there on that.
Oh, man. Gotta have those. Mike's not happy. He needs short.
Yeah,
Nice
nice
pace.
nice step through right there. Head fake, step through.
I've said this before. I think Lanier's got some tools, man, but ooh. Wow.
And here we are, 2-point game. Hate to see Romero there took a shot, but DME has really opened up this second half.
Right on that steal, Chris, we're going to have a review. The refs want to look at that, see if there was anything blatant as Romero reacted. So 38-36.
For a flagrant one upgrade, yeah.
So 5:04 to go here in this third quarter. We'll get that pulled up here in just a few moments. Our next matchup is going to feature Iowa United, Huntington Prep. You know, Huntington Prep, obviously the former school of Andrew Wiggins.
Miles Bridges. I won't ever forget Miles Bridges. I know, I didn't see anything. He didn't even get hit in the face. Not that I saw. Maybe right on the upswing there, but nothing, nothing at all.
Back that up one more time, Chris. There's the poke.
Real quick here too, AJ.
Yeah.
10-0 run here to start the second half here for DME. Cut
Just
this
what the
down to
doctor
2.
ordered, right?
Yeah.
I don't think, was there anything on that?
I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's a lengthy discussion though after watching the video about the refs, so we'll see.
No upgrade.
Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
That was a long conversation about nothing. Seinfeld show. Show about nothing. That's a Seinfeld meeting right there, man. No soup for you. That was Seinfeld, right?
For sure. Soup
Famous.
Nazi. Soup
Yeah,
Nazi.
that's what I thought.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Of course it was.
Y'all keep giving me these energy drinks. I'll be in the Cheers references and good times and all that stuff, man. I'll pull out the bag, man.
I literally watch
Don't
Good
test
Times
me.
every day.
Don't test me with a good time.
Literally every day I watch Good Times.
Brody probably looks at you like you're crazy.
Can be close here.
Oh, that was
Jazz the cross in time. Yeah, I have a question. The ref stopped play, too, to look at Romero. Does he supposed to sub out for at least a possession? In that scenario, I'm just being picky. If I'm DME, I would want him sub out the game.
No, I don't think they initiated the stoppage.
Yeah, true.
To review, it wasn't his safety or
But
health
the initial stop was to give because he appeared to be injured.
Yeah.
And then it was like, hey, let's look at it too. But
We have another Seinfeld conversation here. Not about nothing.
Not about nothing, right?
No,
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Handle the pressure. Give it to him. Go. Keep your head up.
Yep. And just through the hands of Webb, and Mike has to take a seat to calm himself down there. Gives himself a coach's timeout.
Yeah.
His son, by the way, we hadn't talked about, unfortunately, towards ACL, he's close to being back. I know he won't play this season, but he'll have a summer this year. We'll see him next season. How about this, man? The run here, making a 1-point game by DME.
Yeah, only 2 points here in the second half for Colorado Prep. Nightmare start for them.
Drive baseline and swatted away, Trey Simpson. And it's gonna be a foul there, and Josiah headed to the line. Shoot two.
Foul's going to be on number 4, Jordan Ford, his first team foul. Josiah Sanders to the line for 2.
Let's see if they try to get Ford another look after his made 3 there. Buffalo commit.
It's been a spark. Part of it, anyway, in this third quarter. It's tough. That's a tough ask for Kirk to do there.
Yeah, another one of those possessions where there was no ball movement, anything like that, just a dribble drive.
Give a good tag.
Sanders. Oh, that may be close. That was real. Yeah, I thought he was going to take a look at that one. That may be close to not being a basketball player right there. All right, so Chris, we're going to take a look at that last foul that just took place. So I want to see if it's intentional or not.
If it is just a common foul, it's actually a really smart foul. Probably a layup or a dunk if he doesn't foul right there.
So 42-39. We'll pull that replay up here and take a look at that last contact there. With 3:15 to go here in this third quarter. So road to a world championship. Once this weekend is over, we'll be down to 4 teams. We started at 16. We'll move on to the last 4 teams in Kansas next weekend. The girls' championship will kick off along with that too. 9 teams, a play-in game, and then an 8-team bracket to follow. And then determine who's the champion. We'll have the All-Star game next weekend as well. And had a great banquet today. We got to hear from an NBA great. No, just the very last play, Chris. Well, you can keep it rolling, I believe. I think it was right here.
It's going to be hard to get a look at that. Well, there you go. I don't see anything.
I'll tell you what, these kids won't be acting in any movies soon. Yeah.
Honestly, like I said a minute ago, I think it's honestly a smart foul to prevent a layup or a dunk.
Go one more time, Chris. I'm sorry, we get another set of eyes on it. There you go. One more time, Chris. I'm predicting Seinfeld again. I was reaching for the ball.
You know, let's just be transparent here, right?
We got replay.
Let's just not even talk about our platform. Let's talk about college basketball. What are fans just completely going crazy about right now is all these stoppages and all. And you can tell, like I can look at that within one, you know, with the close-up replay, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But officials act like anyway. They've got so much pressure on them. Yeah.
But why does it take so long to
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, if this one kid's got a broken nose that's bloody, then I understand looking at it as, okay, let's make sure that we get this here.
But that took 5 minutes to say something was a common foul.
And I'm not hating on these guys or anything.
Right.
I'm, you know. But it's almost like, you know, they've got that evaluator, like every one of them acts like the main evaluator's watching them on every single call. Like they've got so much. I mean, I'm not saying they don't have any pressure on them, but
they do. And I'll say this.
Yep.
I've never been a referee. I don't know personally very many referees, but from what I've heard about the type of money that those guys are starting to earn.
Oh, at the NCAA level? Oh,
you want to be right.
Exactly.
When
that rating card is
absolutely,
everything.
That's all about your reputation. So if it's going to take me 5 or 6 minutes
to make sure I'm good,
exactly, I'm gonna do it
for $4,000 a game.
Absolutely,
plus, you know.
I don't blame them. And then guys on this level, you're trying to get to that level. Your reputation
and
is
we've
everything.
seen it. Remember, we've seen in the bubble, we've had referees that went on to be G League and NBA guys. And I'm trying to think of his name. No, you know. Talo. Yeah. Talo was one of those guys. He was super professional. He traveled with us, so on and so forth.
He was very good.
And he would do some college games. And now he's last time I seen him, he was doing NBA Summer League. NBA Summer League games.
I can tell you, Atalo is a guy, he'd sit down right here, he'd see that first one, he'd be like, all right, let's go. That's it. There was nothing there. Let's roll.
42-41. Now, listen, y'all missed the whole irony in the story that Brian just told. He said he don't know many referees. Now, how does a guy coach as long as he does with this reputation in basketball don't know many coaches? Do they not want to know him? Is that what it is?
Sound like he don't want to know them.
I mean, he's had to book somebody
Because
for a game. Or
I don't speak to him. I don't say anything to referees ever. When I first got involved in basketball as a young coach, I've always studied the game and felt like I had a pretty good command of the rules and how it should be played and stuff like that. Well, when you're coaching a group of 16, 17-year-olds and you're 22, 23, but you look like you're 18, these dudes aren't trying to hear your mouth.
Right. Yep.
And I'm screaming and cussing. And the thing that makes it worse is when you correct them and you're right. You correct them and you're wrong, they can dismiss you.
Right.
But when you correct them and you're right, that brings some attention.
Yeah.
So you get tired of getting technicals. You get tired of tossing out of games. And my thing is, I've never really had a guy make a call and then me say, that's a wrong call, and him go, you know what, you're right. Let me change that. So my thing became at that point just to shut up. So I really don't say anything to referees at all.
I like to see that for myself. I don't know. I know how fiery and competitive he is. I gotta see.
No, I'm
if he
telling you.
counts.
I say all of it for my guys.
I mean, it
you.
sounds. I tell myself all the time. I tell myself, listen, I'm gonna sit in the stands. I'm not gonna say a word. Do you know how hard that is as a father? Trey, getting it done there, doing some dirty work.
We got a tie ball game.
Wow.
Fouls on number 10, Joseph Da Silva, his first.
DME, the number 4 seed, with their backs up against the wall, responding here in this third quarter.
To the line for 1.
This thing's going to come down to clock management, time and score. That's the thing that makes me nervous about DME. They should be able to get this thing secured and put it away, but they'll leave the door wide open for you.
I'm thinking too, Coach, just to build on what you're saying. I do think all that is true, but it's going to come down to just 1-2 and will and 50-50 balls and things like this. Trey getting the steal and just finishing through contact. You know, when you get in tight games like this,
Fouls on number 2.
listen, if you making a decision to dive or not to dive could be catastrophic or beneficial to your team depending on what decision you make. Absolutely. But it's going to come down to those little things when you get in a game like this.
Before that last bucket, it was DME's first lead since 3-2.
And the body language is just like solid here for Colorado, at least at the moment. There's Frank getting blitz here. Barely gets it across there. And
that's a travel.
Yeah, it was. So 1-2 into a hop, and it knocks it down there for Webb.
Much
it's a
needed
1-point
bucket
game
right there. Just 9 points in the quarter, Colorado Prep after that 3. Much needed, kind of kill that momentum a little bit.
Ooh.
I love the pass.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you got a break there.
For sure. For sure, a break.
And just to give Kirk credit for that pass again, I mean, it's that good wide open look that causes the defense to scramble, to be off on rotation, to at least get that driving lane. I agree with you guys. I didn't see much there at all.
So again, this good run here in this quarter continues for DME. A.J. Williams Jr. with his second, and it's good. Tough pass. There's Sanders. I'm curious, has Sanders scored this quarter? Sure he has. Oh, he answered that real quick. Fast in a hurry.
Field goal by Josiah Sanders. Fouls on number 24.
You could kind of tell, too. He was determined. He wasn't giving that ball up. He was going to try to see what he could get.
Foul. Joe Sanders to the line for 1.
Missed free throw there, 50-49. Opportunity to tie. Wasted there. 40 seconds to go in the third. Hammer pass, Trey letting it go. That rattles in and out.
Great pass. Nice pass. Great pass from the big. I mean, so many times you see that as a turnover. They get a hand on it, whatever. Nice, accurate bounce right there.
51-50. Kirk gonna hold for one. Telling him no screen. He's just gonna let him go. How long is he gonna wait though? And that'll do it for the quarter. 51-50, and listen, it's going right down to the wire. Here, the number 4 seed, DME, trailing the 13 seed by 1 here in this third quarter. Our next game will be at 6:45. It'll be Iowa United Huntington coming up. Also, Utah Prep will take on the Fort tonight. Let's talk about some of these numbers you got, Cullen.
18 of 55 from the field for DME. Colorado Prep 20 of 45. So, I mean, a struggle for DME from the field, but they withstood. They finally got it going there at the end of that third quarter to withstand that great start for Colorado Prep. This thing's very close now, but again, a 10-0 run to start the quarter for DME. Got them back in it, and now we've got a nail-biter.
That's good for business, 10-0 run.
Yeah. Sanders, let's see if he's probably getting close to 30, yeah. Josiah Sanders with 26. So he's led the way. And, you know, I was just thinking about something as well. Sanders, he's a perfect example of, okay, whenever he started on the grind set, either as a freshman or a sophomore, you know, he would have been on that team, maybe even coming off the bench, 4th, 5th, 6th option possibly. And you see that progression and that development as far as your role can change, especially with commitment to the game. And now, obviously, he's the #1 option for Colorado Prep. It's kind of that story of just tell guys, just keep plugging, keep it going. Even if you're not the main option, your sophomore year or junior year, your time can come if you commit to the game.
The coaching staff knew exactly what DME was going to run right there. Oh. About a half a second on that shot clock.
Move into our airborne shooter from the side, undercut him. 2 shots.
Fouls on number 3, Baba Sala. His first, second team foul. Jacob Lanier to the line for 2.
First free throw, no good.
Hey, make sure we're checking. Make sure we're checking. Rebound.
I got your back.
Appreciate that.
So both free throws missed. Oh, man, the extra opportunity on the offensive rebound is missed, and they'll have it one more try at it. Nope. 4 shots. 4 shots in that trip.
Simpson getting close to a double-double, 12 and 7 for him.
Fouls on number 13, Jacob Lanier, his 4th. First team foul.
Oh, man. Fair play there.
I think the first person I remember doing
Yeah,
that.
they figured a warning. I like that he's going to give him a warning and not a two.
Scottie Pippen's the first one I remember doing that. Throwing off the back, and it worked. You don't usually see it work.
Hey, actually, I'm okay with that because he could have gave him a T. He kind of gave him the attitude, throw the ball at the ref, and just stating the obvious. Like, it could have easily been a technical.
Because that was a little
Because that's exactly what he was doing. It was like, I thought I got fouled. Here's the ball. You know, I thought he did him a favor by giving him a delayed game warning.
Make him a jump shooter.
(53-52).
We got him.
Fouls on number 15, Chris Katenge, his third. Second team foul. Josiah Sanders to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Go ahead and give me the insight, Coach.
He said every time we can't touch him, every time we touch him, it's a foul. He's not an NBA player.
He says I'm a buff, though. And a bucket.
Yeah, he's definitely that.
What does he got right now? This number 27. Season average.
Really?
Yeah. That's exactly a season average. 28 now. Trust me, Mike reminded me of that a few times in the interview at halftime. Kirk. And Reynolds in.
Nice touch.
55-54, Colorado, a 1-point lead.
Coach wants to challenge that. Looks like.
Subs are in. Go to your benches. We got a coach's challenge.
The call on the floor
All right.
is Colorado Prep basketball.
So we're going to look at that last play, Chris, right before on the out of bounds that we just had. See who touched that last. We'll get that replay pulled up for you. 55-54, these teams clinging on to their season. We thought this could be a big game. DME without their best player, Mel Brown, the McDonald's All-American, not here, hurt for DME, and trying to figure things out without him.
Each team has a challenge. There are only certain things that you are.
No, we don't want that view for sure.
Ball allowance is one of those. Whether you get the challenge right or wrong, you
it's gonna be white ball.
One per ball game. And in order to challenge a play, you have to have a full timeout because if you are incorrect on your
One's
challenge,
hands is at the bottom. That's white ball.
Yep.
Just take a look. Don't comment here. Just take a look.
Keep it going back and forth, Chris. Getting that extra set of eyes on it.
We have a front side angle too if you want it. I think this is our best look right here. Like it right there. Pull it back one more time.
Yep.
We have a front side angle. Can we get the front side?
Can we get the front side angle, Chris? All right, they're gonna go discuss.
It's a criminal investigation, man. I'm telling you. I mean,
they got the yellow tape. We're gonna get out the powder, check for fingerprints. You know, it's like FBI out here, man.
I mean, sooner or later we're gonna have to get a confession.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, you could have just told them that. You would have saved us a lot of time. 6:48. Listen, we didn't win a guy at Brian's workout playlist. You know what I'm saying? We didn't. Did you give them your dad's playlist? What's going on here? Yeah.
What happened? They're giving it to Black? They're keeping this for Colorado?
All right. So that's the who challenged that? DME challenged that?
Yes, they did.
So they lose the timeout.
What in the world? I don't know.
Travel.
Yeah. Rasheed Wallace.
There you go.
All I got to say about that. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know.
Wow. Trey has been playing out of his mind in the second half.
He's been huge in the second half, exactly.
It's his numbers right now.
He's got 14. And I don't know if we have splits, but I would say the majority have come in this half.
That's right. Absolutely. Somebody missed a tag on that.
It's going to stay here.
Yep. Is it bonus? No, no bonus, but.
Can we review that? So that was a flop. 14 seconds on the clock. So that was a flop.
Fouls on number 17.
That's a big call because that goes right back to DME. You get a +1. This could be a 5 or 6 point possession here.
Those are game-changing calls.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't a foul. I don't know, but
Stop it, Trey.
How
Stop
big?
it, Trey.
How big?
6 points for Trey, and
How
that
big?
one trip. Wow.
18 now. Simpson.
Ooh.
Fouls on number 5, Trey Simpson, his first. Third team foul.
Webb. Ramiro. All the lefties sharing the ball with each other here. Got 3 of them on the floor.
Lanier's got to be on that, man.
Ball's just kind of getting stuck right now. Josiah. Wow.
DME basketball.
As a point guard.
Gotta
that
know.
can't happen.
Gotta know.
Stay off the baseline.
Budalaskis couldn't get that one to go. Oh, what an outlet pass by the big on the money. Josiah Sanders.
Touchdown right there.
That's going to be 2 shots coming up.
Because, I mean, how many times do you see a big, you know, throw that one into the wall right there, you know, just too far? That's a great, accurate pass.
It's a great catch, too.
Yeah, yeah. Big possession there. It's kind of been a tale of 2 halves, you know. I mean, Colorado really controlled the first half, was up 10, 12. I don't remember exactly what I think it was 12 maybe. And now DME has put up a big second half here to take control, take the lead. But it still just feels like one of those last possession type ball games for sure.
Go! Go, Frank!
62-57. DME has been on the run this half, and have they done enough to hold on and position themselves to move on? Wow. We got a foul here. It's going to be a reach in.
That was a 3-on-1.
That was the last foul to give for DME. So the winner of this will play at 12:45 tomorrow, and they will play the winner of our following game of Iowa and Huntington. So both these teams, or at least the winning team, be sticking around for sure to watch the next one. Numbers.
3-on-2.
Trey. Trey doing his thing.
Up to 20 after that last dunk, and again, he has just dominated the second half and really willed DME into the 7-point lead.
Okay, we're charging you full.
I want to remind you that we have a game right after this one.
All right, 64-57. Telling the tape here, man. Trey has been outstanding here for this the second half, especially for DME. A storyline for them coming in was no Mel Brown Jr., who's a McDonald's All-American, number 6 ranked player in the country. Going to be a Louisville Cardinal, which Cullen could care less about Louisville. But likes Mel, don't get me wrong. He's a Kentucky fan.
I wish he was
Big Blue.
I wish he was keeping the same team colors.
That thing's going to get ugly, though, next year in Louisville. Because PK's got those boys humming up there.
Yeah.
And with the way that Hepburn is playing, if you think about the way that McHale plays, Hepburn's in his last year, he slides out, and you slide McHale right into that space. That thing's going to get ugly in Louisville.
Yeah, man. The Yum Center gonna be rocking.
Yeah, I mean he's
hey, they have one of the most. Have you guys ever watched a game at the Yum Center? Beautiful
They could
arena.
have a pro team there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Style.
We're not gonna talk about the bleachers at a UK game. Good Lord, man. Put me in the Little League baseball states. All right. Oof. And still good stop there by DME, and they've extended their lead. It's the largest it's been all game. It's at 9, 66-57. Sanders. Tough angle there for the right hand for the lefty.
32 now for Sanders, and the extension right there to even get to the other side, and of course the proper English off the window.
Great touch on that.
Budalaska's knocking it down. All of a sudden, he starts to do what he does. He's slimmed up too, man. He looks in better shape. No disrespect. Not saying he was out of shape, but he looks leaner here in this one.
That's why you don't like those in the first half.
Yeah.
Stepped up and shot one. Coach had a problem with it. He made he took another one and it went in.
Right.
It was all good. Now you're -10 with 3 minutes left. He catches the ball at the top of the key and he feels, hey, that's a good shot for me.
Right. Because I made one in the first half.
That was a brutal angle Dominique took that time. I don't even know how he got back to that.
We are in the bonus.
Well, he had a nice little bluff there of I'm going to the wing here instead. He just boom,
He did.
corner real quick, draws that contact.
It's so frustrating for me for like undersized guards like that. That again, everybody wants to be a bucket.
Right.
And these guys want to be – they want to play at the highest level. You're not going to – when you're built like that, you're not going to go to the highest level and be a bucket. That's not going to be your strength. There's going to be some 6'5", All-American on this side that's shooting 39% from three-point range, and you're going to give that guy the ball. You're going to have a 6'7" dude who can handle it, who can shoot it, who puts it on the floor and creates and stuff. You're going to have to throw that dude the ball. And if you're a play setter, you can play with those guys. But when your primary objective is to go show that you're a bucket, it drops your value so much. So you have so many of those guys who aspire to play at a Power 5 conference that are holding out and waiting, and they end up with nothing because they're waiting on a team to give them the opportunities to play, and coaches don't want that from you.
Well, and you can see it all the time, too. I mean, take Travis from back home.
Yeah.
I mean,
Travis Perry.
All-time leading scorer in the state of Kentucky, over 5,000 points.
That's ridiculous for a
5,000?
career.
Over 5,000.
Yes. He's at the University of Kentucky right now. A good friend of ours. Dad is a great guy.
And my point being,
freshman at Kentucky,
is that, you know, he'll struggle to average 5 points a game.
Yep.
You know, I mean, to your point, Coach, the game is completely different. Once you go up to that next level, there's levels to this.
And with Travis, we've seen the turnover there. Here's that guard play you've talked about too. But with Travis, we've seen that struggle on the defensive end, and that's led to, if you're not, what happens there?
And those are no knocks on Travis whatsoever. It's just,
it's where he is.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be at that size, to a coach's point again, you're automatically at a disadvantage.
Yep.
Just naturally. There's nothing you can do about that.
And if you're not, I think the problem that guys don't realize that it creates is, let's say you're not a great decision maker and a primary ball handler, but you're a bucket at 5'10". Well, I have to pair you with somebody who can make plays, or either I have to have a guy. We can't make plays. We can't get in late game situations. We can't manage time and score. We can't do any of those things. And typically, guys that fit that description are smaller. So if you're 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", I've got to put another guy on the floor who's struggling at 6 feet. Now I've got the shortest backcourt in America. I've got to defend a 6'2", 6'3" point guard on the other team and a 6'5" wing.
Yep.
You're going to put yourself at a disadvantage when you do that. It just doesn't make sense for coaches to even run the risk of doing that.
And you start to feel and sense that desperation for Colorado to get back in this one. And Josiah just trying to make a play there, gets tangled up. He'll go to the line with a chance to shoot two.
And it's plays like that that I just remember. First person that comes to my mind, Dwayne Wade, as far as early in his career. Yeah, he's going to go and he's going to take those falls right there. But quickly, as you know, after a few years, you kind of realize, and your brain kind of realizes, I can't keep doing this. I'm going to get hurt, because it hurts to go and to fall to the floor like that, take those bumps. So I mean, it's one of those preservation things as far as, you know, do you take those type of falls? It's tough on your body.
I told AJ in a previous broadcast that when we got to the league with John, I'm a research guy, so I like to talk to people who've been there and people that have done it. And John was a very volatile, very violent player in his movement and attacking the baskets and stuff. And I've one guy pulled me to the side and said, "Hey man, you have to tell your guy that he needs to understand every time he hits the floor, it takes time off his career."
Yes. And that's why it's so important to develop that shot. So that you don't have to put yourself in those positions all the time.
And to learn to play off 2 feet and to be strong enough and understand how to play on balance and things of that nature.
Wall was another one I thought of, actually. You know, he took a lot of falls at Kentucky like that.
And the throw down. We're going to get a timeout called by Colorado. And
no, DME just called one.
Oh, DME called.
Yeah. Give DME a lot of credit, man. It did not look like this was going to be the
Third night.
outcome. Yeah, and they just did a great job in the second half of getting better looks, sticking to their offense, sticking to what they do, and of course Simpson kind of taking over in the second half.
Should have been a boy band, I think.
Oh man.
Yeah, we gotta get some NSYNC
Hey, listen.
Backstreet going here.
If I'm in the band, I'm Eddie Kane. I'm handing out the roses. Y'all not gonna listen. I'm that dude. You know what was a cool thing back in the day? Talent shows were a thing. They're not a thing now. You know, kids too cool for that kind of stuff, right? And that was kind of my thing before I got into sports. And I always imagined being the dude with the rose, and then the girl faints out. But, you know, the light-skinned dudes were winning back then, so there was no chance for me. So I had the result to be in the Eddie Kane of the group. For those who are old school enough, you'll get every reference that I'm making right now.
Can't nobody sing like Eddie Kane.
No, can't nobody. Nice like this. I wish. Now, listen, we're in Utah. Rain may fall tonight. It may be snow.
Yeah.
I left out the hotel. I didn't know if there were shorts, pants, a coat, a mink, a hoodie. I was like, I just pack it all. Just you never know.
Yep.
Eddie Kane would have known.
He would have definitely known. Oh, my God. 74-65.
You gotta go, Frank.
Oh, good steal there. Way to jump to the ball.
Isaiah Romero, the steal in the flush.
That's a huge play right there as well. Cuts it to 7. Ooh, another close one.
They stop reaching and start throwing the ball to hands and stepping to the ball.
Yeah, got to refocus here if you're DME. Protecting the ball is the most important part. Oh my goodness. Woo.
Fouls on Isaiah Romero, his 5th. Nathan Kirk.
Not the worst thing. Made a legit play on the ball, had a chance to get it.
Free throw line hadn't been that kind for a DME.
Absolutely.
Well, I have to take some look at their numbers on free throws here. As a team, that one goes.
I think Dominique had shot it pretty well from the line, but I'm not sure as a team.
Yeah, 14 of 22. Not horrible.
No.
What's Dominique's personal split?
I'll have to get that one. I'm not sure.
2 of 2 at the line there, 76-67. Oh, Sanders. Tough. Trey.
Foul's going to be on Baba Asal. That's his 3rd. Nathan Kirk back to the stripe to shoot 2.
Yeah, he's 5 for 8 at the moment. Making them when they count.
Yep, absolutely. Ten-point game. It's 1 minute to go. The number 4 seed looking like they may hang on. Still a little work to do. They were down 8 at halftime.
Nice.
And
7 to
they
10.
have just stayed the course. Looks like they may get it done.
The lead.
Nice.
Ooh, that was a foul there, yeah.
Here come the fouls. No fouls.
They backed off. Smart.
smart to get it to a guard. Most guys catch it in that spot. They want to put it on the floor, at least for one dribble. He didn't. Now I got to give him credit for that.
Yep.
Tenge receiving that inbound pass, finding the guard, and Kirk will end up back at the line here.
Fouls on number 13. Isaiah Romero, that is his 6th foul.
Romero was kind of explaining, like, I'm not trying to foul, you know. A lot of times in those late game situations, you kind of anticipate that foul coming as an official. If there's any kind of aggressiveness, you just blow it.
And this is that part of the game too. You start thinking about, you know, guys that are seniors, and guys that have laid it all on the line here. Romero, he's a junior. He'll be back next year. But you think about it, Josiah, and the career he has had here on the grind session and his development. This is a kid that went from a 6-7 point per game type scorer his sophomore year to being a 27-point game scorer. But not just that, his body development, understanding he had to get stronger, understanding how to play through contact. It's just been a great kid on and off the court. And I have no doubt he's going to have a lot of success as a Colorado Buff when he gets on campus this fall.
Well, he's going out with a bang. I mean, he's got 37 points, so he's got nothing to be ashamed of in his last game. They get the ball back, could end up getting 40, you know, knocking on the door.
How about Kirk down the stretch, man? 9 of 12 from the line. Jeez. I hope that, like he would, I know most of the teams in this league review tape, but as a team, but guys individually.
Are they watching film?
Yeah, they like this is at your, if you're going to play at a high level, if Kirk, like this is the type of game that you're going to have to play. Like this is what you're going to have to do. You got to control tempo. You got to defend the position. You got to communicate. You got to step to the free throw line and go 9 for 12 down the stretch. If you do that, that's the conversation if you're talking to a Power 5 school. Everybody needs a game manager.
And hasn't missed any of the free throws here in the fourth quarter. He's made them all in the fourth.
I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have just said
listen,
that.
you guys are making some great points. I just want to point out again, because I feel like it's so important. Clinching is being so fun to me. He will not put the ball on the floor. Anytime he's got that inbound, whether he's caught it, he's got to break away, they know they're going to put pressure on the guard. He's not that big that's like, let me dribble it up. So, I mean, he's getting in a triple threat, strong stance, and getting it to a guard immediately. I can tell that is like something that he's consciously do. We see guys all the time in these situations, they grab it and just try to go, and
or they use that one dribble and not go anywhere.
Exactly.
Just deck it and pick it up.
Exactly.
It's like, no, you literally didn't move. Only thing you did is prevented you put yourself in a spot that you can't move.
Last free throw there for Kirk gives him 27.
That's 11 of 14 from the line, too.
Sanders just going to battle right to the end here.
That whistle was going to be blown no matter what right there.
Yep. He worked for it. He earned it. Don't want that whistle to get the defensive rebound.
Exactly right.
But what a career. What a career for this kid at the line. Unbelievable student athlete.
Gonna finish
now watch
38.
No, they may not inbound it to him, but. $82-74 will be our final. DME will advance. We'll have an interview with the player of the game coming up in just a few minutes, and we'll have some stats to go over with you here as well.
Yeah, player of the game is going to be Nate Kirk. He finished the game with 27 points, as Coach mentioned, huge down the stretch from the free throw line. Ends up going 11 of 14 from the free throw line. Did not miss in the fourth quarter. from the line as well. For the game, 27 of 72 for DME. Not the best percentage, but again, they made the plays and made the shots when it mattered and when it mattered most. 28 of 60 for Colorado Prep. They were led by, of course, Josiah Sanders with 38 points. Only other player in double figures was Bilby with 15. And we're gonna kick it to AJ.
All right, Nate, let's go, man. Listen, it was win or go home time, man, for you guys. 27 points for you. Big second half for Trey as well. I know you guys without Mikal, but you guys have responded really well. Talk about this win. Talk about moving on to tomorrow and continuing this run this season.
I mean, to start off, it was definitely an adjustment, you know, playing without one of our leading scorers, but I felt like everyone bought in. You know, this week in practice, we was just competing, and that's what got us ready for the second half to fight back and win.
And your teammate alongside of you, man, he got a big second half as well. What was kind of the conversation, Trey, that Coach had with you guys at halftime to kind of get things turned around when trailing to come out and win this one?
When we went to the locker room, you know, Coach Matt told us, our seniors, this our last shot. Like, it's our last game, we want to go home. And, you know, we didn't want to end it this way, so we had to come out the second half and just play hard.
All right, man, I'll let you guys get some rest. Congratulations on a really good performance. We'll see them again tomorrow. We got another great matchup coming up. This is The Grind Session. Good job, fellas. Good job.